We know where your money is, and we can make it all disappear in seconds. That's why we only deal in gold, unhackable, untraceable.
Hi everyone, my name is Martina. I'm a fellow actor, and today I want to talk to you about how to secure small roles in a film or TV series and how to make them become bigger as well if you're presented with the opportunity. Just for clarity, I'm talking here about any small role from a day player to a guest star role, any role that has some relevance in at least a few scenes and is recognizable within the story. Now, these small roles are often key roles for us as actors, and especially for actors at the beginning of their careers, for many reasons. They allow us to step on big sets, to act alongside the best actors, and to build credible credits for our future steps within the industry. I know that some day player type of roles may not seem so significant to you, but hear me out here, because sometimes if you stick with them and bring your top game on set, they may become less small than you originally thought.
Ah, Leviathan, welcome. Nice to meet some of you in person.
So in 2022-2023, I filmed a role for Netflix feature film Lift, which is a truly stellar cast that includes Kevin Hart, Jean Reno, Gugu Mbatha-Raw and Sam Worthington, among the many. My role, Leviathan Leader, was originally supposed to be a little more than a featured extra, I would say. In my audition, I literally had 2 very, very short lines, but it ended up becoming a guest star role, with some very interesting scenes alongside Jean Reno especially, and relevance within the story. So I've decided to break down my journey with this project for you, from the audition to the on-set experience that actually led to more scenes for my character. And hopefully this will motivate you and help you think differently about these small roles. As I was mentioning to you, when I received the sides for this part, the role had 2 super short lines, literally 2 words. However, the description of the character was interestingly fleshed out and seemed quite relevant for a non-speaking part. The character had a name and it had a profession. Also, alongside the 2 scenes with no lines where I had to try and convey the story and the emotional journey and intentions without text, I was asked to tape a little monologue for another role, as the director wanted to see the actor act a little bit more and get to know them better. So given these further requests, I immediately thought there could be a chance to take this role somewhere if I was given the opportunity. When it comes to small roles, it's crucial for actors to understand exactly the context the character is going to be part of. Although we know that standing out for actors is often very important, for these small roles, it's more important to understand how to actually fit in. Think, for instance, about a classic day player, like a witness being interviewed in regards to a crime. It's a lot more important for you to present a credible witness rather than making some odd, bold choices just to stand out. This is not to say that you cannot make strong choices, obviously. In the case of my character of Lift, for instance, the description required for me to commit to a very stern, cold look that had to be very clear and come out in the audition despite having no lines. Here's the breakdown I got for the role. Role description: intimidating and unimpressed leader of hacking group Leviathan, 3 scenes, 2 lines, plus lots of reaction, any European accent, and so forth. So as you can see, I had to make sure that I was intimidating and unimpressed. I also knew I was a hacker. Now, there are many different types of hackers out there in the world, so I did my research and I presented 2 different looks. And by the way, you can definitely do this if the scene you're auditioning for is only very short. Present 2 different options, 2 iterations of the same thing. One in my case was a very classic look that accords with the idea of an action movie, which is what Lift is. And then on the second one, I took a little bit more of a risk. I presented a weirder, more unusual version of a hacker. Then I focused on the little monologue that I was assigned from another character in the film, to prove to the director that if I was given lines, I could act them truthfully and convincingly.
But I guess I succeeded.
Okay, so I did get the part, and once I was sent the final script, a few more lines had already appeared, which was a very nice upgrade. I went on set, did my part, and had great fun. I worked with amazing stars, including Jean Reno, whose work I had always been a fan of since like forever, and then got back home. Fast forward to a few months later, I'm called back by production to shoot some additional photography, and then and there, I actually discover that another 2 scenes have been added to my role. One of which is only myself with Jean Reno. It's very important in the development of the events in the film, and it takes place in a brand new location. So this literally brought my role from being barely a day player to being a proper guest star role, which was actually fantastic. As I was mentioning before, since the audition, I kind of had felt that this role may have potential for development. So I gave it my best, both in the audition and on set. On set, I behaved confidently, as if my character was in fact already a guest star role, but absolutely never arrogantly or stepping out of line. I made sure that I was reliable and as ready as possible in anything I had to do, because I believe that some of these smaller characters do hold the potential for expanding, and if the director sees that the actor can hold the space for more and that they can be trusted, that potential of expanding the character at the service of the story will be explored. These are the 3 main important points for me. First, secure your role by really nailing it in your audition within the context and the circumstances you're given, and maybe offer an alternative, a second option, if the audition scene is not too long. Second, bring your best game on set and make sure you come across as reliable and easy to work with. Be confident, but never arrogant. And third, never underestimate smaller roles, as they can easily become bigger and really help you with your next steps in this industry. Okay, so I hope this video helps some of you out there. I will soon make one specifically centered on choices that you can make in your self-tapes that will make them more compelling and help you land these day players and guest star roles. I'm going to use another case study, which is my audition for a day player role in The Diplomat, which I got, and that will come out soon on Netflix. So see you soon with more tips, and in the meanwhile, best of luck with anything that you're auditioning for.